Tom Aspinall may look like a giant, but he moves with the ease and sharpness of a lightweight. And when he throws, it's not a punch, it's a collision.
The double legs right there.
Oh, nice elbow.
Opponents barely have time to understand what's happening before the fight is already over. His streak of lightning-fast finishes carried him straight to the UFC interim heavyweight title and carved his name into the record books for spending the least time fighting in the octagon. If anyone is truly built to challenge Jon Jones's reign, it's Aspinall, a prototype of what the next era of heavyweights looks like. Watch closely. You're witnessing the evolution of the division. Before Tom Aspinall became the UK's most feared heavyweight prospect, there was one fight almost no one mentions, his very first. Just a young Aspinall stepping into MMA versus UK with everything to prove. Across from him, the guy promising he'd send the rookie home early. He did, just not the way he thought. Aspinall explodes forward, cracks him clean, drags Tiger to the mat, and then the chaos starts a storm of punches, fast and heavy, raining down with zero pause. Tiger's confidence evaporates in seconds. He's tapping under the barrage, 20 seconds. First win, first shockwave. This is where the Tom Aspinall story actually takes off. Tom Aspinall's second pro fight wasn't supposed to be easy. Ricky King was a big physical heavyweight from Roker Roughhouse, known for mixing brute strength with surprise grappling, and he proved it immediately. The moment the fight starts, King launches a slick judo throw and puts Aspinall on the mat. For a second, it looked like the newcomer was in trouble. That second didn't last. Aspinall reverses the position like nothing happened, slides into control, and clamps onto King's leg with perfect timing. King tries to yank free, but he's already stuck. 49 seconds in, heel hook. Aspinall's second win.
Ricky King in all sorts of danger. He's trying to punch his way out of there. There's the tap.
You were right, Nick.
And then came Stuart Austin, the man with the heel hook that halted Tom's rise cold. People might forget this fight now, but it was one of the most important nights in Tom's early career. The bell rings, and right away you see two completely different worlds colliding. Tom was the young phenom with ridiculous speed for a heavyweight. Austin was the older, stronger grappler who knew exactly what he wanted. Get Tom's leg, end Tom's night. Aspinall moved well, light on his feet, touching Austin with sharp punches, but it took just one moment. Austin transitioned straight to what he does best, hunting for the heel. This isn't some sloppy scramble. Austin had already won fights by leg lock, and when he gets Tom's heel exposed, you can practically see the shift. This is the danger zone. The heel hook locks in tight, ugly tight, the kind of hold that ends careers if you hesitate. One more crank, and the tap comes. Fast, clean.
I could see his eyes searching for something, trying to find daylight.
Your winner by heel hook in the red corner, Stuart He-Man Austin.
Tom Aspinall's next opponent was Adrian Rusek, a heavy-handed Polish fighter who loved to press forward and scrap. The fight took place on May 3rd, 2016 at Full Contact Contender 15. Rusek was tough, durable, the kind of fighter who usually needed a full round to slow down.
Big knee from Tom Aspinall.
One sharp step, perfect timing, and Tom's right hand lands clean on the chin.
Aspinall, though, putting in the work here. Big punches from Tom Aspinall. This is going to be it. The referee takes a close look, and it's all over.
Tom wasn't winning rounds, he was erasing them. When Tom Aspinall walked into Full Contact Contender 16 on June 18, 2016, he faced a very different kind of heavyweight, Kamil Vanderlei Bazalak, a Polish strongman turned fighter with serious size and fight experience. Before MMA, he competed as a strongman, known for pulling insane weights and bringing raw power into the cage. When the fight started, Tom didn't mess around. He strode in confidently, steadied his range, and landed a sharp punch, then kept coming.
Oh, big shot! And he's out! And it's all over!
At 1:16 of round one, Tom delivered a clean knockout. The next phase of his career was coming and would test him in ways a knockout never could. Tom Aspinall's next big moment came on February 16, 2019, in the main event of Cage Warriors 101. Across the cage was Sofian El Toro Bukachu, a heavyweight known for his power. But this night, fate recognized Tom's checking leg. Bukachu throws a low kick and collapses. The crowd gasps. In just 1 minute and 21 seconds, the fight is over. Technical knockout by leg injury. It wasn't a knockout or a grinding finish. It was a freak, brutal injury that changed everything in a split second. But this was just the beginning. The next opponent wouldn't go down to luck or injury. Tom Aspinall stepped into Cage Warriors 107 on September 28, 2019 to face Michael Ben Hamouda, a heavy hitter from France. Right from the start, Aspinall looked in control. He unloaded a brutal right hand.
Oh, huge shot! Aspinall drops the bomb! Looking for the finish, and it's over!
56 seconds into round one. Tom didn't just win fast, he made a point. He saw the opening, closed in, and tore through his opponent with cold precision before anyone realized what was happening.
Unbelievable!
He fights out of Liverpool, England.
There is Tom Aspinall making his UFC debut.
And across from him stood Jake Collier. Collier was 31, a decade into his pro career, with experience in 3 different weight classes. Aspinall was 27, younger, faster. Very early in the fight, he landed a brutal knee to the body, then followed up with a sharp 1-2 that sent Collier crashing.
That knee landed, bang, right into the midsection on 1-2.
Very nice. And he's
Official UFC debut over in 45 seconds.
By TKO, Tom Aspinall!
Tom Aspinall returned for his second UFC fight on October 11th, 2020 against French striker Alain Baudeau. On paper, Baudeau had the edge in striking experience, a seasoned kickboxer with a wild, unpredictable style. But none of that mattered once the cage door shut. Baudeau came out trying to find his range, but Aspinall didn't give him a second to breathe. Tom cut the cage fast and dumped Baudeau to the mat like it was nothing, and once it hit the ground, it was over.
this moment straight to mount, and then he pours down those elbows. The pressure was too much for Baudeau.
Another first-round finish. Another night where Aspinall barely broke a sweat. This fight showed a different side of him, not just knockout power, but effortless grappling dominance. Baudeau came in to strike. When Tom Aspinall stepped in against Andrei Arlovski, he wasn't facing just another heavyweight. He was staring at a former UFC champion, a legend with more cage time than some fighters have. Years on earth, Arlovski had already beaten waves of younger contenders. Tom was supposed to be the next one he tested, but Aspinall came in with a different plan. The first round was a showcase of Tom's speed. He snapped jabs, ripped combinations, and backed Arlovski up with clean technical pressure.
Oh, he connected. Wow. Well, as I say that, this could be the end.
Together.
Look at this.
In trouble here.
Look at the hand speed.
Arlovski survived the opening storm, but round two, that's when Tom flipped the script. Aspinall shot in with perfect timing, wrapped up a single leg, and dragged Arlovski down before the legend could scramble.
Over when I hit them, what is happening? And there it is, look at that,
Man,
it's
just
over.
A blitz, it goes right under the chin. A tap quickly for Arlovski. Tom Aspinall. Submission victory in round two.
Tom Aspinall walked into the cage against Sergey Spivak, a heavyweight built like a glacier and known for grinding people into dust against the fence. A sharp knee snaps Spivak off balance, followed by a clean elbow that drops him to the canvas. Aspinall pounced. Heavy punches followed, each one forcing Spivak deeper into survival mode. The ref finally stepped in at 2:30 of round one. Technical knockout, elbows and punches. And just like that, Tom walked out not only victorious, but untouchable. Spivak had power, experience, and Sambo pedigree. Yet none of it mattered. The message was clear. Any heavyweight stepping into the cage with Aspinall was now stepping into a storm. UFC London, a packed O2 arena, and across from Tom Aspinall stands Alexander Volkov, a 6'7" sniper with over 40 pro fights and a reputation for breaking people apart with straight punches and bone-cutting kicks. This was supposed to be Tom's hardest test. A former Bellator champion, a man who'd gone toe-to-toe with the best heavyweights in the world.
God bless.
From the opening bell, Aspinall moved fast.
Oh, bit of a slant.
Oh, nicely dug there by Aspinall. Little smile from Volkov.
Then came the takedown. Smooth, fast, effortless. Volkov tried to scramble, but Tom was already 2 steps ahead. He slid into position, locked up the arm, and forced Volkov to tap to a straight armbar at 3:45 of round 1A, first round submission of a top 5 heavyweight in London.
That is the biggest win of his career.
But the next fight would be different. For the first time, Tom would face an opponent who wouldn't break so easily. Tom Aspinall's first showdown with Curtis Blaydes came on July 23rd, 2022, a heavyweight matchup that carried big expectations.
This is the main event of the evening.
Right from the start, Blaydes came in looking to impose his wrestling, but hardly any action happened. Just 15 seconds in, Aspinall went down. It wasn't a knockout or submission. His knee gave out.
His knee's gone.
Oh, such a shame.
It was a brutal setback, not because Blaydes outright beat him in a war, but because an injury robbed Tom of his moment. For a fighter on a dangerous rise, it was a reminder that anything can go wrong in an instant. After a year on the sidelines, Tom Aspinall returned to London with one simple mission: prove that the knee injury didn't slow him down for even a second. Across from him stood Marcin Tybura, a top 10 heavyweight, perfect comeback opponent, perfect stage to make a statement. Aspinall wasted zero time. He came forward with that trademark speed that looks illegal for a heavyweight. A stiff jab cracked Tybura's guard, then another, then a right hand that sent shockwaves through the arena. Tom jumped in with a clean 1-2 and dropped him flat. Tybura covered up, but Aspinall swarmed with ruthless precision. At 1:13 of round one, the referee stepped in. Aspinall wins by TKO. Flawless comeback.
Ladies and gentlemen, show your appreciation. Tom Aspinall!
Tom Aspinall's biggest shot came on November 12, 2023, when he stepped into the octagon against Sergey Pavlovich, a fearsome Russian heavyweight known for brutal first-round knockouts. The interim UFC heavyweight title was on the line, and the pressure couldn't have been higher. Pavlovich charges with power, swinging for the finish, but Aspinall is calm, reading every move. Then, just 69 seconds in, he lands a devastating right hand that staggers Pavlovich.
And this is how it went down. Boom! Right to the temple. Oh! The speed of Aspinall on display.
The fight is stopped. Aspinall is declared the new interim heavyweight champion.
The UFC interim heavyweight champion of the world, Tom Aspinall!
The stakes couldn't have been higher. Tom Aspinall versus Curtis Blaydes, July 27, 2024, at UFC 304 in Manchester. This wasn't just a rematch. It was revenge. Blaydes had won their first fight in 2022 after 15 seconds when Aspinall went down with a knee injury. This time, Tom came to finish. The bell rings, he moves sharp. Then in a heartbeat, it happened. A crisp left-right combination landed clean. Blaydes hit the canvas. Aspinall didn't hesitate. He followed, raining punches from top until the referee had no choice.
Curtis trying to get back to his knees, and from here, Tom just swarms him right hand after right hand, throws in a few lefts.
First round knockout. Tom defends his interim heavyweight title, redeems his only UFC loss. How long can he hold on to the belt? And who will be the next fighter daring enough to dethrone him? The lights burned bright at UFC 321 in Abu Dhabi. Tom Aspinall, now the undisputed heavyweight champion, faced Cyril Gane, the French striker with all the skills and the kind of threat no one saw coming.
You're ready. You've already touched gloves. Come out ready to fight.
From the opening bell, Gane danced.
Oh, nice left hand by Cyril.
And he landed clean shots that cracked Aspinall's nose early. Aspinall responded with pressure and leg kicks, showing why he's not just fast, but brutally precise. Then, disaster. Around the 4:35 mark of the first round, Gane's fingers grazed Aspinall's eyes in a scramble. The champion went down he couldn't see.
He can't say, I can't see. If he says that, they'll stop the fight. It's going to end this way. He literally just said, I can't see again.
The fight was ruled a no contest.
Due to an accidental foul, this fight is declared no contest.
He was fighting a beautiful first round, and unfortunately that happened.
For fans, this wasn't closure. It was unfinished business.